going back to the state security operations request, I don't know. I'm not really sure where to start. So, first of all, is the money for expenditure by AG personnel? Or are you contracting out for something? Or are you giving it to a different department? Or I don't quite understand why it comes through the AG.
The issue is whether we would have the Department of Land and Natural Resources, Public Safety, and our office each separately come for requesting appropriations for that. The problem with determining like how much each department is going to need or whatever is pretty difficult to predict, and that's why it was the administration's decision that let's put the responsibility with the Attorney General's office to coordinate. But in fact, the money was not be solely for the Attorney General's office.
So the bill that the administration is sending, I guess it's in the budget. It's in the budget. They're saying we retain the right to move the money from one to another.
I think we'll be able to. We'll probably be able to do that administratively with the governor and the Department of Budget and Finance. But yes, it'll be the intention is to be able to request the money from one source, but use it for
three agencies: AGs, DLNR, and Public Safety.
Correct.
Okay. And then most of us, when we see this, we just see Mauna Kea. So is this about Mauna Kea? And
it includes Mauna Kea, but it also includes homeless raids that the Department of Public Safety might be involved in, the protests at the Aulani Palace, in the event that we have any kind of international conferences again, or emergencies like the Kauai flooding or the eruptions on the Big Island. Anytime that you need to have security where overtime and travel and that kind of expenses might be incurred.
So in terms of the 2.5, how's it been split up? Is there a estimate as to how much would be for Mauna Kea, how much would be for any of the other contingencies?
No,
it's just a lump sum that we don't really know.
It's truly an amount that we thought might be a reasonable amount. We don't want to request a lot and have it just sitting there. That's not wise, but also didn't want to be left where we have nothing to look for. Problem is, in the past, is whenever there is an emergency, it's hard to find monies within the system to.
So what did you do last year? I don't believe we approved this. You had the same request last year.
We did.
What did you do when the hurricane? We had a number of issues where this might have been.
Right, but fortunately, last session, the legislature did appropriate the emergency monies for Kauai for the emergency, which was more than what was necessary for that situation. And I think that was what happened was the monies was available to allow the advancement of the monies, and then we got recoupment back, or we anticipate getting recoupment back from the federal governments, from FEMA.
Same for Hawaii County and the volcanoes?
No, I think Hawaii County was the problem where we couldn't use the Kauai money for the Big Island.
Okay.